Hi, guys, and welcome to week 5. You've survived this far. You have one more week this week, and it will be wonderful. Okay, things are going to go a little bit differently, but hopefully, it is for the better to be able to help you to be more successful. So, this is your weekly agenda. This is something you should be reading every single week. It lists everything you need to know. So, you can see for day 1, we're doing addition of integers. We're going to go through those Jamboard notes, and then your job is going to be to complete the red items in your interactive notebook. We're going to talk about that in a second. The other thing you need to make sure that's done either on your time or in the first 30 minutes of class when you'll have a little bit of work time at the beginning is to do your mastery assessment. This is going to be something to be able to go through and kind of make sure that you are paying attention and you know what you're doing. Okay, all of these things are really important. Then, like always, you have your homework problems. This week, they are split up into 2 different sections. So, the bolded ones that are first listed under day 1 kind of go with day 1's lesson. And then the second half that are unbolded, they're bolded the second time they're listed. Those are due with the second half for day 2. So, make sure that you are paying attention to that. On day 2, it's looking very similar. We're doing multiplication of integers, we're taking notes on the Jamboard like we've been doing. And then your job is going to be to complete the blue items in your learning log in your interactive notebook. Then, obviously, like every other week, we'll have this week 5 analysis, and that's your job to complete. So, in your math notebook, this will be assigned to you, and this will be your only assignment that's put on there for the week. Your job is to go through, your first job is to type your name, okay? Then it says this week will be run a little bit differently. Red is for day 1, blue is for day 2. Your table of contents kind of guides you through. It's all linked. We worked really hard as a group to make sure that this group, meaning like the group of teachers, PLC, and then this video is actually going to be linked again right here for you, how to complete week 5. Then your mastery assessment is linked right here. It will also be linked in the week 5 assignment, so it'll be there too. Then you'll be able to get to your notes. If you miss class, you'll be able to see the notes that we took for your class right here in your interactive notebook. Then you can kind of see the different problems. This is all directly from the CPM notebook, and everything is coming right out of our Core Connections textbook. Okay, so everything we're doing, we're pulling directly from there. You can see even on this first assessment or this first assignment, there are a couple that we have to do. And then the other ones are kind of extension problems. If you're somebody that is looking for a little bit more challenge, that's for you to complete on your own. So you can kind of see the problem numbers on here. Different interactive tools will be listed as well. Your job is going to be to write a response or to insert your picture. This is where you need to pay attention. If you are trying to insert a picture of your work, what you're going to do is you're going to come right up here to insert image, and then you're going to go to camera. And I'm not going to actually click on that because I think it'll look a little weird. But you are going to go into camera, and you're going to be able to take a picture exactly of your notebook. So you're going to hold it up so you can actually read it on here. And you're going to insert that picture right on here. If you need to add another slide afterwards, then just make sure it's clear what that work is for. If you're somebody that just wants to type your answer, if it's just writing, then that's fine. There's a couple times where your response is going to be more visual. And so you're going to want to insert a picture using the camera on your Chromebook or on your computer, what have you. So the same goes for once we get to the point where we are looking at your homework. So your homework problems are linked in here as well. The link to the CPM website is right here. Same one that we've been going through. These are the problems that go with day 1, like we talked about the bolded. Then one of the things that is throughout your notebook that you will need to pay attention to are these learning logs. So this is something that when you click on this click here for learning log, conveniently labeled, it's going to take you all the way to the end where it has this green page for your learning logs. These are required. These are a separate grade for getting these done. So make sure you're putting your best effort here. So again, you can just type your answer right there in red because it goes with day 1. I love my colors. Okay, so then you can kind of see where you're going to stop because it changes to blue. So when we get to blue, this is going to be for the second day that you meet with me this week. Same thing. You're going to open up. We're going to go straight to your notebook. and take your notes. You don't have to show me a picture of your notes. I know that by going through them with me, I am assuming that you're writing them down. If I come across an issue where people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, then we'll talk about that as well. So again, we're guiding you through. We're going to go through all of these together. So please don't work ahead and get this done early, because it will help a lot more if I tell you what to do. Now, we're not going to finish these together. So I will start you on something, and then it'll be your job to be able to go back and finish those. Same thing, you have a learning log with the second day, so make sure you are actually going where you're supposed to go. Then on here, like, this is one where things become very visual. Anything that's blue, it should be where you're typing. So even if there's blue on the picture, like you'll read here, the word area is a text box. Answer A in each text box. So you're going to have to go in and type that part. And we're going to talk about all these things throughout the week. Then same thing, your day 2 homework is listed, and then your learning log for this week. So you do have 2 learning logs this week. This is part of CPM's curriculum. This is just kind of the way that they go through and they accumulate everything and pull it all together. And so learning logs are something that kind of communicate to me whether or not you're understanding what's going on. And again, we'll talk about all of this in class. This is just kind of to prepare you for how this is all going to work. Then the final thing you'll complete after you're done with everything for the week is, of course, your week 5 analysis. Make sure that you're actually completing this week 5 analysis, okay? Because that goes through and it tells me kind of how you're doing for the week, if there's anything else I need to go over. And of course, just a communication tool to help us be successful. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am here to help and support you, and I'm very excited to keep going. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you this week.